Hey guys, Mike Martinez here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to set yourself up in your 20s so that you're successful in your 30s and you don't have to stress so much over money at that age. Let's hop into it. From East LA to the hills of Rancho Cucamonga, I'm gonna show you how I went from being broke to being rich. All right, so in your 20s, you should probably be focused on stacking some money and thinking about what you're gonna do to have positive cash flow every month. So as far as your living accommodations, if you have an itch for buying real estate or owning your own property at a young age, you might wanna focus on maybe a duplex or a triplex, one where you can live and the other ones can pay your mortgage and possibly even make you some money. Because if you do that, you'll be able to give a lower down payment. You'll have probably a smaller payment to where you'll be able to profit from the other rentals. So that's how the fastest and easiest way to get into real estate in your early 20s if you don't make a crazy amount of money. Then focusing on keeping expenses to a minimum. So at this point in my life, I'm 38, I'm a multimillionaire. I was broke in my 20s. I made a lot of stupid mistakes. I bought, with the little bit of money that I made, $10,000 a month in my late 20s or my mid 20s, I started thinking that I was rich, started thinking that I was well off making good money. I'd go to Vegas, I'd blow a couple grand, I'd buy Louis Vuitton, $500 shoes back then, now they're $1,000. But I'd buy $500, $600 shoes, belts, Gucci belts and all this stuff that's really no one cares about. You might care about it, it might make you feel good for a second, but then that feeling quickly goes away. Then you start realizing that you're not who you think you are. You're not rich, right? Just because you have a Gucci belt or you have Louis Vuitton shoes does not mean you're rich, right? Now in my late 30s, I find myself less attracted to those things. I'll still buy them here and there, but I have to be in love with the item. And I'm in a position where I can buy it and it won't affect me at all. So right now, I currently have all of my expenses under 10%. If you're able to get anywhere close to that or try and stay under 30, 40% in expenses in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, you're gonna have plenty of savings to where you can invest all of your money. The goal would be to invest 80% of your money, live on 10%, and then just have 10% of savings. That would be an ultimate goal. Like that's the level that I'm still trying to get to. Right now, for me, it's about 50% or even 70% of my money saved to be able to be deployed into investments, right? 10% of my income, under 10% of my income is spent on expenses, like cars, my mortgage for my primary residence, maybe under 5% goes to living expenses where we're eating out, like that's a luxury, eating out, clothing. I bought some Louis Vuitton shoes last weekend when I was in Vegas for my son's baseball tournament. $1,000, my wife got a purse and some other bullshit. That was a couple grand. It doesn't faze us because we don't do that often anymore. We used to. The less money I had, the more I spend on stupid things. The more money I have, the more careful I am with it now. Because God has entrusted me to be responsible for millions of dollars. I can't be reckless with it anymore. And in your early 20s, you're reckless. You're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about the instant gratification. You're thinking about how are these $1,000 shoes gonna make me feel right now? Do I look cooler to ask this girl out? Or do I look cool with these $1,000 shoes sitting at the bar? That's cool. I can tell you right now from personal experience, no one's even paying attention to that shit. You might get a compliment here and there like, oh, those are nice shoes, but that's far in between. 80, 90%, 99% of the people are not even paying attention to your shoes when you're sitting at the bar. What they're paying attention to is your personality. And now that I'm older, now that I'm in my late 30s, now I realize that. I can be wearing John Varvatos shoes with no brand that cost $800. People don't even know what I'm wearing, but I'm sitting at the bar and I feel more confident than if I had Louis Vuitton patterns all over my shoes. it's just, to me, it's just played out and it's stupid now. So that's my opinion. In your early 20s, focus on just getting by without having crazy amount of expenses. Try to save as much as you can so you can position yourself and be financially ready when those perfect investment opportunities come along. And then in your 30, focus on finding those opportunities and continue stacking money for those investments so that you always stay prepared. Like Sugar Free says, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. This video was to show you exactly how I would approach it if I was back in my 20s, preparing myself for my 30s, setting myself up for success. I hope this advice helps you, and I hope you take it in and do your best to implement it. Keep your expenses down, keep your savings up so you're prepared for those investment opportunities. See you guys on the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment below.